Hey, it's Sam here from Train of Thought. Today we are going to bring order and organisation to your working day. Now, before you do anything, just make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So often when we come in the morning for our working day, we know we have X amount of time and usually we have X amount to do. And what we want to do is bring control to that day so we know we can get the things we need done in that time. But before long, things start to enter our working day and kind of crop up. We get emails in, we get meeting invites, people wander over and ask us to do things. And very quickly we can feel like we're out of control, just responding to the things that are occurring. It's like whack-a-mole. Things kind of appear and you try and smash it down as much as possible. It's very easy to feel overwhelmed. It's very easy to feel out of control and that you aren't in command of your working day. So we're going to talk today about a tool that can really help to bring that control to your day while still allowing enough flexibility to respond to what's coming up. It's about mindfully organising your day, but with a way that allows you to respond to the things that happen throughout it. Now, the credit for this, I learned about this technique from Cal Newport's book, Deep Work, which we're doing a bit of a series on at the moment. It's been enormously beneficial to me. I use it almost every single day, and it really, really helps. So what is the tool? What is the technique? Well, it's actually very, very simple. Using our trusty whiteboard here, the technique is to essentially mindfully allow blocks of time to do certain things in your day. So saying we've got a day here that's kind of 9 till 4 as an example. So what you do in your task is you write out the hours of the day in hour blocks on a piece of paper, piece of lined paper, note paper, whatever works for you. Then it's about allowing hours and half hours of time to certain tasks. So for example, and this is you draw out the blocks specifically. For this, for example, I'll have 9 till 10, film a YouTube video. That'll be 9 till 10. I know I've got that time allotted to it. If I finish that within the hour, then I know I'm going to go on to edit time. That's going to be the next block. So I know for the first 2 hours of my day, I know how much time I have allocated to those tasks. Now, it may be that after I've done my editing, I actually got a load of other stuff I need to do. I need to answer emails. I need to do some research, little bits and pieces of things that I don't really want to assign an hour to or a half hour. I just want to have a space to do those little bitty tasks or what we call shallow work. Now, that doesn't mean I have to block things in increments of 5 or 10 minutes. It means I have a task block. I have an hour dedicated to doing tasks. Then maybe I've got my lunch here, and so on and so forth. It's really, really simple. Its power is in how it brings mindfulness and thought to the structure of our day. Rather at 9 o'clock, just writing a to-do list and attempting to barrel our way through that to-do list, we're assigning periods of time, which makes it much easier throughout the day to be thoughtful about how we are working and what we are doing. Rather than just responding, we're being proactive. Now, it may be that you go, well, that's all well and good, but I get things coming in left, right, and centre, and I have to constantly respond to things that are happening. Well, there's a couple of options. One, you could have a block over here that's called respond time. You could have it much like a task block. You can have a period of time where you know that's where you're going to deal with whatever comes up that day. But also, this isn't about control or rigorously sticking to a certain structure. It's about mindfulness and being thoughtful about your time, which means that if something goes wrong and it turns out that this filming has taken me longer than I thought it would, I simply reblock. So actually, the filming took me 90 minutes, which means that the editing is going to be pushed back to here. And the task block, well, actually, I'm only going to do half an hour before my lunch break, and I'll do more tasks after lunch. It's completely flexible, and it's designed to be flexible. Its point and its purpose is to allow you to think about how you are spending your time. Not rigorously stick to a precise schedule, but to be in control and thoughtful about how your time. If you have to throw the whole thing out the window, simply reblock. Bring that presence of mind back in. Now, a couple of extra points to really layer onto this. Firstly, when we first start using this technique, we're fairly poor at actually estimating how long things will take. So take that as a growth mindset learning opportunity. Start to learn how long things take you. Interestingly, when I do this, not only do certain things take a lot longer, certain things take a lot lot less time. When I put filming 9 till 10 and I think it will take an hour, actually, because filming's the only thing I do in that time, I'm not checking emails, I'm not writing other bits and pieces, I'm not writing down ideas. Actually, the filming usually tends to take a lot less time. The same with editing. If I've got editing here and that's what I've decided to do, I know it's not a time to be checking my emails. So actually the editing happens far quicker. Which brings us on to the next layer, tech. Tech, obviously, and responding to emails really gets in the way of a lot of our blocks. If we've got an hour for editing time, just getting an email in can completely distract us and take us away. I think the first thing is really question your use of notifications. Perhaps turn your notifications off, put your devices on do not disturb mode when you're in one of these blocks. But also to prevent yourself from worrying too much about email notifications, WhatsApp messages building up, you can assign tech moments within the day. So perhaps every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, whatever, you actually block in tech points. For this whole 90 minutes, I don't have to worry about my email inbox because I know precisely when I'm going to get to it. And 90 minutes is not an enormous amount of time. An hour is not an enormous amount of time. It allows me to cordon off and spend less time worrying about exactly when I'm going to be checking my emails. It's a really simple and flexible system that really helps and allows you to be in control of your time to a much larger degree. It's about thoughtfulness and flexibility. It puts you back in the driving seat and lets you feel comfortable that you're spending time the way you think is right. And you can combine it with other techniques such as eat the frog. The eat the frog technique means that you do the hardest thing first when you're freshest. It's a really powerful tool to organise your time and I'd really recommend using it. Please do let me know your thoughts. What else works for you for organising your time? What challenges you face with organising your time? I'd love to hear them below. Please hit that like button. Please share this if you think it'd be useful for anyone in your team or any of your friends. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And until we meet again, take care.